click and drag across everything to select it, and then press X to delete, or you can press delete on your keyboard. Now if you want to add something into your scene, there are two ways. You can come here to add, and if you go over to mesh, you'll see various shapes in here, or you can press Shift A and then you will get the same thing. So this is the plane, this is a cube, this is a circle, this is a sphere, this is an icosphere, this is a cylinder, this is a cone, this is a torus, this is Blender's monkey, Blender's monkey, and this is a grid. Looks like they're playing too. So now we are trying to model an earthenware bowl. So you have to think which shape is closest to it. Which shape is closest to the earthenware bowl? You can say the circle. If you reshape the circle, hold on a second, let me just do this. If you reshape the circle, you will get an earthenware bowl. You can, this one, the mesh is too rough, so it will be impossible. So let's get rid of that. This one too won't do. This one too is a square, so it won't do. Let's get rid of this because this one you don't have a lot of control. You can use that one though. Now these two are perfect. These two are perfect. So let's go on and delete everything else from the scene. So you can now hold Alt G on the cylinder. Oh yeah, we are going to the cylinder. So now I can delete the circle too. Now if you press 1, you'll be looking at it from an orthographic projection. I don't know if you remember orthographic projection in pre-tech. Yeah, so you'll be seeing your objects without perspective. So if you press Alt and Z, or you come here, you'll see X-ray. It allows you to see through your mesh. It will be very useful because it also allows you to select through your mesh when you are editing. Now we want to change this shape to look like an earthenware bowl. So you come over here and go to edit mode, or you click or you press tab on your keyboard and then you're in edit mode. So now in 3D, these are the things you work with. You work with the vertices, the edges, and then the face. So if I click vertices, you can see that I can control the vertices. If I click the vertices and I hold G, I am now grabbing and moving it. So I can move it along the Z axis, the X axis, and the Y axis, just like we learned in the previous video. So here too, you can see now I can select the edges. Easy. Then here I can work on the faces. So now I'm moving the face. These things will become very useful. You can go crazy and then hold shift and then click on all 3, and then you have control over all of them. I normally use it because it gets a little crazy. So we are trying to modify our thing to look like an earthenware bowl. Now an earthenware bowl has a hole, or it has a space. So let's drag your mouse around this. So now I want to get rid of the face here. So if you want to get rid of the face, you press X to delete. Now you see a lot of options: the vertices, the edges, the face. If you delete vertices, it deletes all these ones here. So even this would go. We don't want that. If I press again, I press X, see what happens. We don't want this too. We want to delete the face. So you press X and then you click face. Now we've gotten rid of the face. Now obviously our earthenware bowl is too big. It's too long. It looks like some hungry boy at a in an SHS dining house. let's say dining house, dining room. This is the kind of cup they drink from. It's too big, too long, so press 1. Sorry. And now click and drag. I'll look at it from now. If you want to get up, you hold Alt and click and drag. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that. Now, if you look at it, you see that it didn't select everything. That's the use of the X-ray. When you go into X-ray, it selects through your mesh. So now you see everything is selected. Remember, Alt X for ghost mode or X-ray mode. I prefer the term ghost mode. So now press 1 and press G. So now we can move our thing down. But I can see it's not precise, it is a little shaky. Because that's the beauty of the imperfect human. So now press Z and now it moves along the line no matter how you do it. So I think this is the height of my earthenware bowl. Our earthenware bowl is also not straight, so press S and scale it up a little. Now we have an earthenware bowl. Okay, so now let's go on. Earthenware bowls have round. They have round edges on the inside. So if you come here, send your mouse to the in between a vertex and then double click. And then select the entire thing. Now we need to bevel it. So press Ctrl and B. Now if you drag your mouse, you see that you are beveling. Now it is going out of hand, it's going crazy. If you look down below here, you'll see something C, clamp. Now if you press C, it stops it from going beyond your geometry. I've got something's happened in my throat. So now, if you press the C, you'll see that it locks it there. Now I want to increase the edges. So now press plus on your keyboard. Or if you have if you're using a mouse, you can pull the scroll wheel, and then you get it going. I think this number is okay. I've sent mine all the way to 55 segments. So you can send yours to that number if you don't go crazy on your laptop or your computer. If you're okay with it, hit enter or click OK. We need the same thing at the center. So now select face and select this face. Now if you want to zero, let me teach you a little this thing. Let's say you want to work here now, your thing is out of the way and it's like you're trying to look into the thing. When you rotate, it gets all terrible. There's an easy way to do that. Press what's about this button? I'll press that button and press 3. Then it zeroes in on it. It locks in on it. So now I want to add more rings here. So now press I to insert a circle. Okay, wait, that doesn't work. Press I to insert a circle. Make it small. So drag it in to become small. Now press Ctrl R. Ctrl R allows you to add more lines to your scene. So if you move your mouse around, don't click. If you move your mouse around, it would show you where you'd be sending your thing to. So we want it to be here. So if I click, I can move it around. Don't click yet. I want to increase the number. So now press plus. I'll type the number you want. Type the number of rings you want. Wait, I've made an error. And Ctrl R. Then yes, so you type in the number of cards you want. and then you click if you're okay. If you have your scroll wheel, you can also do that. If you don't have, if you're using a touchpad, then just type in the number of rings you want. I put in 11, so I'll make it 12. Okay. So now this side is going to be a little bit stable. So now if you, when you add your cuts, when you add rings or when you add loop cuts, there's that name, there's it here. So if you click this, you can add your loop cuts. So let's get back to this. This is the select tool. Alright. So now I want to select, you can see that now we are on the edge mode. So I want to select all the edges. Now let's give our earthenware some thickness. It's too thin. Nothing can exist like this. No thickness. So come to this thing. This is called the modifier. Now if you, it looks like a spanner, so click it. You come here to the add modifier and then type solidify. Then you should see it and then click. So now you see it has given us some thickness. There's some errors going on with my work. Some of you will be seeing this, and don't worry, there's an error with mine. I'll go into the tab mode, or maybe everyone will be experiencing the same error. Now press A and then press M and then click by distance, and then you should see that the issue has been solved. Now hover your mouse around solidify here and then press Ctrl A, and now it should be applied. I'll show what happens when this is like this. You see it's not applied, so you can't see, you can't work on it. So come here, move from edit. Remember, tab takes into edit mode and out of edit mode, and I'll come to the solidify and then press Ctrl A, and then it should be applied. So now you can see everything. Now double click on an edge and then press H to hide it. Here's what we are trying to do. We want to add the rings of an earthenware bowl. We want to add a ring, so these are going to be the rings. We'll pull it from this. So now the rings aren't outside here, so if we come and then we select an edge like this, and then you come to select directions, similar directions, it's going to select it all over. We are not trying to make rings all over, we just want inside. So select an edge, double click on an edge and then press H. H allows you to hide. Undo. Here's another problem. Because we are in edge mode, when we hide, it only hides the edge, and so there's still a connection. We don't want to be a connection, so come back into, so you go into vertex mode. So you go into vertex mode and then you double click in between, and you should double click and you should click the entire line, and I'll press H. It hides and you can see that there are no more connections. Now hover your mouse around the area, the bottom, this outside. So move your mouse around there, anywhere, and then press L and then select the entirety of it. It doesn't affect this one. Now press H to hide it. So now we can work with this one. So now go back into edge mode. If you do it in vertex mode, let's see this, and I say select similar, select similar. It doesn't even show you directions. So come here, double click if it's already done, fine, and then select similar directions. Okay, so now we are going to bevel again. Control B to bevel. Scroll it down to 2, or scroll it down to 2. Hold shift and then drag your mouse. Like, alright, so we don't want that much. So scroll it down again. This should be enough. So now after this, it's very easy. Now come to face, or select face, come to face and extrude face along normals. I can't explain that one properly to you right now because we are all beginners. So for now, let's follow. And now, when you click it, move your mouse. It will be going too crazy. So now hold Shift, and I'll drag your mouse down. It shouldn't be too much. This is the grooves of your earthenware bowl. So now this is okay. So now click. Alright. So now we are done. We have an earthenware bowl. Now hold, press Alt H to unhide everything. And now you can see your bowl. So this is your earthenware. Now let's come back to the modifier again. So search for subdivision surface. When you see everything is smoothed out, increase the number a little. And I think that's all. It's perfect. Increase it, but don't go too crazy. If you increase it too much, your computer might start to go mad if it can't handle it. Now there's another thing on earthenware that I want to add. So now press Ctrl R. You see the line. Click and then press Escape to cancel it so that it goes back to its original place. Now press Ctrl B and then hold Shift and drag. Now come to the face again and then extrude along face normals. Hold Shift and then move your mouse up. Press Tab again to get out, and this will look okay. Now we are seeing all these lines. We don't see all these lines. So now right click and click Shade Auto Smooth. Now everything should be smooth and fine, fresh. So now you have an earthenware bowl. It's still not complete because our bottom is too round. So now select it and go back into edit mode. And then select a circle close to the smallest. Now hold Ctrl and plus. This is going to determine how large our base will be. So press Ctrl and plus. Press Ctrl plus. I think this is okay. So now press E to extrude. And I'll drag it down and click. Shouldn't be too much. Now press S and scale it along the Z axis. So press Z to scale along the Z axis and press 0 and press enter. The base is a little too much, so let's press G and move it along the Z axis. Send it up a little bit. The earthenware is complete.